Thursday night football, we got the Denver Broncos at the LA Chargers. This actually looks like it could be a pretty good matchup, and if we're lucky, it might just wash away the puke taste after watching Kirk Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons beat up on the Raiders, and it's not like the Vikings versus Bears was must-see TV either. This one has potential, though. Denver comes in as winners of 4 straight. The Chargers have lost 3 of 4. That makes it pretty easy, right? We just go with the hot team. Well, we're going to talk about it, but before we do, I got to tell you about a promotion we have available right now at wagertalk.com. For a limited time, you can get the rest of the college football, all the bowl games, all the playoff games for just $149. This is available for any of the great handicappers at wagertalk.com. That includes this guy right here. I'm still the number one big play handicapper at WagerTalk dating back to 2022. I'm up 273 units with my 4% and 5% plays during that span. And I got a 5% play with a college football playoff game going this weekend. As always, though, there's no purchase necessary. You're more than welcome to tune in just for the free picks. The only thing I ask from you is that you take the time to smash that like button, and that will allow me to keep putting out these videos. Let's get into it. The Chargers will be a 3-point home favorite. The total sits at 42. Mentioned that Denver comes in as winners of 4 straight. All those wins came against teams with a losing record, however. And you look at their 31-13 win over the Colts. They were actually outgained 310 to 193 in total yards in that game. The Colts just handed them the game with 5 turnovers. Bo Nix threw for just 130 yards, 3 touchdowns, and he threw 3 picks in that game on 20 of 33 passing. Not his finest performance by any stretch of the imagination. He did have a solid game, though, against the Chargers back in October. A home loss, 23-16. Nix threw for 216 yards, a pair of touchdowns, and a pick on 19 of 33 passing. A similar performance here might keep them within the number. The Chargers are really struggling. Their loss to the Bucks by a score of 40-17 was pretty ugly, perhaps even uglier than you'd expect it to be. The Bucks totaled 506 yards of total offense. They ran the ball for 223 yards. They had 283 yards in the air. This Chargers team is banged up. They've got 8 starters listed as questionable for this game. Now, most of those guys, or some of those guys, will be healthy enough to play, most likely. But there's some pretty important names on that list, including quarterback Justin Herbert. He's a tough guy. He'll likely play through any minor injuries, but he might not be at his best. I got to look at taking Denver plus the points. I mentioned that the Chargers have lost 3 of 4. Well, that poor form coincides with the injury to J.K. Dobbins, and he was performing quite well, but the backup Gus Edwards has failed to live up to his role as the backup. He's only averaging 3.4 yards per carry in the last 3 games since taking over as the starter. He's not getting it done, and Harbaugh really needs a productive running back to have success. I think the Chargers defense perhaps is overrated, and the injuries, I think it's a case of the wrong team favored. So we're going to take the Denver Broncos plus 3. If you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you got anything to say to me, even if it's nasty, you hit me up in the comments below.